Let's talk about instigators. See, because this is something that I learned when I was younger. And I learned from my experiences. As I keep reiterating, I'm older than most of you. And I'm more mature than most of you. So I don't handle things the way somebody 20 years my junior would handle it. Because I know better. Now, when I see people in problems and I'm familiar with both parties, even when I'm not familiar with both parties, because I see a lot of people on YouTube, when they see people have problems with each other, they go running back. Oh, this one said this and that one said that. Sometimes they even be lying. I see people be lying. Okay? One thing I don't do is get in between it because these are two people who are arguing with each other and they're saying things to hurt each other. It might not be that tomorrow they will feel the same way. They will feel that way in a moment, but it may not be that tomorrow they will feel the same way. I learned not to get in between things like that. Because then when something happens to somebody, you're culpable for that because you fed that energy. I don't feed that type of energy. I don't feed that type of energy. I'm going to tell you how I operate. I'll listen to both sides of the story as much as I can take because if it gets too violent and they start talking too negative, I'll listen for a few minutes and I get the fuck out of there because I don't want to hear it. But I'll listen to the situation and I will sit back and I'll pray a little bit and hope that they can work it out. Or I look for a loophole where if there's a possibility where I could step in and try to bring peace amongst people, I will do that. But if I can't, I will stay out of it until the opportunity arises where I may be able to say something positive or something that could change the situation. But most of the time, if I see there's no change for the situation, I will just step back and pray on it. But I do not go back and say this one said and that one said. That's what children do. I'm not a child. I'm a grown ass woman. I don't do shit like that. I don't operate like that. Because I understand that when people are angry, they say shit that they don't fucking mean all the time. So I let it rock for a few days. And I let the two parties or three parties or four parties come to their own understanding of the situation. And I hope that no one gets hurt in between. But instigators are the worst things that can happen when there's a problem between two people because they bring these parties to their worst. They bring out the worst in the people who's having a problem because you're putting them on stage and you're feeding it. So one thing I do not do is instigate. I'm too mature for that. I'm a grown ass woman. I see people get killed from people instigating. And the motherfuckers that instigated, they still going on about their business while these parties or this person is no longer here or something terrible or tragic happened. So I learned how to remove myself from that and look for a peaceful outcome or pray for a peaceful outcome. That's what a mature woman does. Peace and love.